Hey guys, it's Drac, and today I'm doing a review of a Buzzbee blaster. I don't normally do these because they're not normally that good, but this one's fine. Now, if you can find the better version of the Air Max 1 Extreme, called the Buzzbee Panther, you should definitely pick that up. This version is a little bit weaker because the tank is about half the size of the tank in the Panther, but I'll get to that in a second. What makes this blaster special is it is an air blaster. The back of the box shows all of these different things, but it shows you how to use the blaster. Now, it says that you pump the handle, load the dart, and then pull the trigger to launch. Let me explain what happens there. When you pump this, it fills a tank inside with air, pressurized air, and then pulling this releases a valve, which lets the air out the front of the blaster. Now, the blaster's alright in its stock form, but what makes it really special is that you can plug that pump if you're of a modding persuasion with hot glue or epoxy, and then the bladder will hold as much air, or the tank will hold as much air as you pump into it. So as long as you don't blow the tank up by super overpressuring it, you can get much nicer performance than what the blaster does stock. You can hear after very few pumps, its overpressure release valve is kicked in. The blaster itself is very small. The handle is super uncomfortable, but the power inside makes it great for modding. I actually picked this one up for a project where I'm just going to integrate the air blaster into it and then rebarrel it with CPVC. But right now I'm reviewing the blaster stock. So, as with most of my stock reviews, I'm going to be fair and use the darts that come with it. And then I even have a couple of elite darts here to test with. Always cut away from yourself, he said right before cutting towards himself. I'm going to get these Buzzbee darts out now. Quick comparison of a Buzzbee suction dart to a new Nerf Elite dart. The foam on these is much stiffer, which is good and bad depending upon what you want to use it for, and the darts themselves are much shorter. The darts aren't as nice as Nerf darts, but that's okay because most people rebarrel Buzzbee blasters to shoot Nerf darts anyway. Barrel fit is not great for an air blaster, but it's okay. And fire. And you can see the power of an air blaster there is just insane. That's all the way over into my woods, which from where I'm sitting is about, as advertised, 45 feet. Now, most blasters don't get the range as flat that they advertise out of the package, but this one does. It's very impressive, and that's just kind of the power of air blasters. An angled shot, and that dart is out of there. It's in the woods. But I'm going to fire it at least once, maybe twice with these Elite darts, because they also get a reasonable barrel fit. Elite darts usually aren't, or at least the regular ones, not the suction ones, normally aren't as accurate as suction darts. You can see that it curves a little bit, and because the barrel fit isn't ideal, they're not getting the same ranges. That said, if you want to pick one of these up for modding purposes, I highly recommend it. Again, there's a version called the Buzzbee Panther, which has a much larger air tank than this, which lets you get just much nicer performance. But that is my review of the Buzzbee Air Max 1 Extreme, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.